Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome back or welcome to your channel. This is your daily reading for Tuesday, April 28th. Keep in mind, time is fluid, and this is your channel. And take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't force a reading to fit, and come back in a couple of days and reflect on the daily and see if it matched anything you went through. So let's see, your number for the day is 444 with I am protected. Trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. All right, Leo, some of you born on the 4th, doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. You do have an angel number coming through with 444. Pay attention to this number. You may see it on license plates, billboards, social media. In numerology, 4 is your middle point of manifestation. 4 tells you to keep going. You are protected and supported in where you are headed. And the 4s give you that energy to just trust what's going on right now in the present moment. Maybe there are certain things you want to see, experience, receive. And the 4s come in to tell you that you're halfway there. 4s will give you the double energy of being multiplied by 2, which would equal 8. In numerology, 8 is when you see the physical manifestation take form. So you're halfway there for something here, Leo. Let's see what else you got going on for the day. We have Moon in Aquarius with free spirit. Your inner wild child awakens. So this card gives you that feeling of heaviness on your chest, or like a feeling of a burden where you feel like you want to free yourself from a specific feeling or a specific fear. This Moon in Aquarius card delivers that relief. So some of you may have Aquarius energy in your chart or around you, but Leo, Aquarius is your sister sign, which means that Aquarius is on the zodiac wheel directly across from you, making it your polar opposite. But you can learn a lot from Aquarius energy, as well as you moving into this free-spirited energy. Some of you are finding yourself relieved from a certain routine that you didn't really like. Possibly a certain experience that made you feel confined. Any type of energy that's been making you feel confined, claustrophobic, things along those lines. This Moon in Aquarius is going to help bring you a lot of relief and help you sit in that free spirited energy. And some of you are thinking about doing something that goes against the grain when this card comes through. There could be something that you're thinking of starting or doing that, certain people could side eye if you mention it to them. But don't let them stop you from doing something that you're feeling called to or feeling excited about. Because a lot of the times Aquarius is going to rebel against what the collective could be doing or what certain people feel like they should be doing. That's why this card says your inner wild child awakens. When you try to confine a child, when you put a lot of rules and regulations on a child, a lot of the times that creates a sense of rebellious energy. So I do feel like for some of you, there is that relief of that. And you're kind of just like, I'm going to do what I want, when I want, where I want, with who I want. And it's going to expand your energy. So let's see, your unicorn is the queen of the unicorns. You are blessed with love, compassion, and wisdom. So when the queen of the unicorn comes out, this is one of the strongest unicorns in this deck. So whatever you are doing, you will feel crowned. You will feel, some of you may even have a little bit of I told you so energy, especially with the Moon in Aquarius coming through. Whatever you're doing right now that could be different or slightly rebellious, in the future, people are going to see that it worked for you. And people are going to actually probably even give you the sense of, well, tell me what you did. Tell me how you did it. So pay attention to that in the future of something you could be starting right now. And your other unicorn is openings. Card number 22. A new door is opening for you. And I feel like this is the door that your free-spirited energy is walking through and walking into, where other people may have saw an opening and said, I'm not going to go down that door. I'm too fearful. I don't want to expand my energy. And your energy is looking like you will be the one that walks through the door. And I feel my intuition is telling me that people will follow you in the future. They're not going to follow you right now, but they will follow you through this door in the future once they see either your results or your life changing or whatever the case may be. I feel like although you may be the only person walking through this door at this moment, I have this hunch energy that people are going to follow you through this door. Now, there could be something randomly happening where an opportunity presents itself, a door opens up for you, and you're like, oh, it's like you run through the door, literally. But I really like this energy here for you, Leo, and I don't want to say that people will copy you in the future, but I feel like whatever you're doing right now, in the future, people are going to be extremely inspired. I get like inspired by results, inspired by like the money you make, inspired by the freedom you have. Like there's something going on here. You know what this reading kind of gives me? And this might not resonate to anybody. It may resonate to literally one person. I'm getting this vibration where there could be this experience of feeling like you're in a confined relationship, and you may be the one that walks through the door of independence and saying, you know what, I'm not going to let relationship hold me back. I'm going to choose to be independent. I'm going to choose to be single. And it's like you could inspire other people that are in relationships that make them feel confined and claustrophobic, where you may be I don't know why I'm getting this storyline, where you may be giving that inspiration to other people to choose themselves. So that's what I got. I had to get it out so I can hear something different. All right, so you have 444 coming through. Openings is also an angel number with 22. So pay attention to the 2s and the 4s for the day. Your overall energy from the tarot is another 4, which is not really that surprising when it matches your overall energy, but it is nice to see the repetitive energy in the reading. So you have the 4 of Wands in your overall energy with joy and stability. So that does give an indication of a celebration, a party, a gathering, possibly a relationship. Before I get too deep on that 4 of Wands overall energy, I am going to clarify and open up the spread. So let's see here. Leo, on the 4 of Wands, you have the 7 of Swords. I'm like, hold up. Don't say too much about this yet. Let's wait for the clarification. You're avoiding a situation that other people feel obligated to be or to do or to place themselves in. And you're kind of like, it don't feel good for me, so why would I stay in it? It doesn't feel good for me, so why would I be in it? But I do feel like there could be a slight, like, back energy of obligation. Let's see. What's coming your way? The Justice card. Your influence is the 3 of Cups. Your unexpected energy is the 9 of Wands. Your advice is the Knight of Swords. And your outcome is the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so your focus is onto yourself very strongly. I do feel like you could be avoiding something around this time in whatever way, shape, or form. It does look like you are going to make a decision to, I don't know if you're avoiding a friend or if you're avoiding a relationship that's romantic, but I feel like you could find yourself in a slight energy of comparison around this time, where you may have like really aligned relationships, really aligned friends, really great connections in your world. And there could just be like one connection that just doesn't like match those. And you're like, why am I here? Why do I still stay connected to this? Is it out of obligation? Is it out of fear? And I feel like your energy is either you're thinking about it or you're actively doing it in this moment, but you're like avoiding or detaching yourself from a situation. Some of you, you may get invited somewhere and you decline the invitation. Let me clarify that Seven of Swords and go through the spread here. Two of Pentacles, yeah. So some of you, you are just thinking about it. You're like, I want to free myself from this. I don't know how to do it just yet, but I know I want to do it. On the Justice card, with what's coming your way, some final decisions, some energy of balance, could even be some good karma. Five of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're feeling something right now. You're receiving a gut feeling or an intuitive hunch. Some of you with the Three of Cups in your influence, this could be a friend, a coworker, an acquaintance, I don't know. You're seeing something in this person that doesn't match the other vibrations of connection you have around you. And you're making a decision to withdraw your energy from it, but there does look like there is like patience needed here for this. It's like, it doesn't look like you can just withdraw right away. And that's where I hear the word obligations. Like there could be certain things that you have to do before a full withdrawal and a full detachment comes through. And that makes so much sense with you having 444. How I stated before earlier in the reading, this is like you're halfway there, but you're not fully there yet. So I feel like something just makes you confined. Something makes you feel like it's an obligation over something that excites you. Let's see, the Three of Cups of what your influence is, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like slowly but surely shutting down towards something or someone, and you're wanting to open, you want to go through a new door. You want to experience a different experience. You want to give to the other relationships that feel good for you. Ten of Pentacles coming in. Some of you, this could be a family member. I feel like romantic love, I do get that at a small degree, but with what I'm seeing here, it looks like it could be definitely like a family friend or coworker. I would put romantic love at like the 4th position here. But for something somehow, like for example, say you say, you know what, look, I know I'm going to leave this job. I just have to wait until something else is set up. I know I'm going to leave this job. I just have to wait until I get another one. There's something here where you have the thought before it actually occurs. And I feel like that can go hand in hand with that first storyline that I felt, that I kind of felt like may not resonate to many people. And now I'm hearing that same storyline, but towards a career situation. If you're in like a toxic job scenario or just a place of work or a place of some type of work that you just don't feel like is good for you any longer, you leaving in the future, you will inspire other people, right? Because with this openings, I feel like other people are just walking past it. And you're going to be the one that walks through it, and it's going to inspire other people to do so in the future. Let's see, Nine of Wands with your unexpected energy with the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. All right, we got 3 kings here, the Hierophant and the Moon. So it does look like you are unexpectedly feeling more patient about this than you anticipated. Because I feel like once you have the awareness, once you have that energy of decision-making in your body, sometimes you're not as fazed by the current situation because you already have that back thought. You're like, well, I'm not going to be in this much longer, so whatever. I'm not going to be this person's friend much longer, so it's fine. I'm not going to have to be around this individual that much longer, so it's okay. So you may actually find yourself feeling a lot more at ease before the situation even completes. And that could feel unexpected for you. But it's because the brain has figured out what it wants to do with this situation. Because when you're in uncertainty, that's going to create the body to feel restless. You know, people get like restless leg syndrome, and like your legs are going like this and you just want to like spring them out, and you're like, stop doing that. I feel like as your mind and your body and your soul comes up with this movement and like, I don't actually have to stay in this, your body calms down. The energy calms down. And you have the Hierophant to the moon. So there is an unexpected blessing through this door that you don't see just yet. Your energy could feel better. You could feel less drained. You could feel more aligned. You could feel more abundant. Knight of Swords as your advice with the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers to the Emperor. So your advice to stand your ground in whatever way, shape, or form you are feeling that way. These cards are clarifying the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the whole deck. He does not slow down. Only half of his horse and half of his body is even in the card. That's how fast he's moving. So with your advice being the Knight of Swords to the Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, Lovers, and the Emperor, it's like your mind comes up with the thought, but the emotion and the action energy of it will follow. It's not going to happen right away, and your advice is to keep that thought in your mind. So, for example, say you're at a job that you don't really like. I'm just going to use that for right now. And your mind already thinks, all right, I'm just going to keep working on what I'm working on. Now I know in my brain that I'm going to make sure I'm not here in 6 months or so, whatever the case may be. Now you might have a great day at work one of the days. There could be certain people around you where you feel bad. You're like, I'm a really good friend to these people. They're really good friends to me. I feel bad leaving these people. Your advice is to not let different experiences change what your mind has already came up with. 8 of Pentacles and your outcome with the Strength card, another number 8, the Magician, and the 3 of Cups to the 3 of Pentacles. Because you will not only make better connections, 3 of Cups, but you'll find better connections as well as a better job, better collaborative people, people who fuel you, jobs that fuel you, experiences that fuel you over making you feel like you have to have strength. Strength is a clue card for me whenever it comes out. If strength comes out, that means you had to have it. So I feel like you are trying your best to have self-control while you are still in the experience, while you are still around the person or in the situation. But you have the Magician here. You will manifest better things because you're going to show the universe at one point in time, whether this takes a couple months or a year, whatever the case may be, what you will allow and what you will not allow. And that's what justice does. Justice makes those final decisions. So, Leo, you are thinking about something right now that it looks like will definitely have some really strong movement for you in the future. I don't feel like it's an overnight thing, but I feel like it can't be an overnight thing. I get that energy for you guys. I don't know what obligation you have to this right now, but there is something underlying it here. There is something. So in terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you do have Aquarius, you have Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, and Leo. Pay attention to the 4s and the 2s. But Leo, you will be freed from this. No need to fear. No need to fear. So let's see. Your ending oracle from the Moonology manifestation deck is push through any insecurity. First quarter moon in Cancer. All right, now Cancer has made its way to your reading. All right, first quarter moon in Cancer. Let's see what this says. Drawing this card suggests you may be allowing self-doubt to derail you. Chances are that you're started off strong, fast out of the gate, full of bravado, but now you're allowing fears and doubts to cloud your vision. Family issues could come up now that may need dealing with. Maybe you think you're not good enough or you're waiting for something to go wrong. This isn't the way to get what you want in life. Instead, be kind to yourself and others, work on your insecurities, and head towards your goals. The energies of this card says, I am and I can, but it needs to believe itself. Slow down and allow time for self-belief to grow. Knowing that you're scared or racked with doubts is better than not realizing it. Nurture yourself and believe that you're worthy of your goals. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Cancer or on a Monday, Moon's Day. Although this reading is for Tuesday, April 28th, I am releasing it on Monday, the day before. So if you watch this during the premiere, congratulations. You do have a day of manifestation from this ending oracle. So, Leo, this is what I have here for you. This is a weird reading. This is a very, don't really get messages like this all the time. But there definitely looks like you are very patient and believing that you'll be okay, freeing yourself from whatever this is or whoever this is. So, thank you, my beautiful, amazing Leos. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. And I'll see and talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Bye now.